Hello and welcome as always to my YouTube channel. I absolutely love spreading my knowledge and hoping that it resonates with you. So very quickly, I'm going to give you 5 hot tips that will make you happy. And let's face it, if we could just practice these all the time, we would be so much more enlightened and really being our true self. So I hope this resonates with you. And even if you can just practice one every week, soon it becomes a habit for us and we can move beyond some of the limitations that we've placed over ourselves. So the first of my top 5 tips is to stop controlling. Stop feeling the need to be in control. When we control, it's because we sit within fear and doubt of ourselves, and we need to hold on to the reins so that we don't let anything blindsight us or anything take us off our course. So when we can actually just sit back, when, as I say to my clients, pop on the cruise control, sit back in the back of the car and just fall into trust and belief. When we lose the need to control, we become more enlightened, we become more open to opportunities, and we become more creative. So, coming from someone who was an absolute control freak, I really would not want to go back into that because now I can see things more clearly. I'm not coming from a place of fear and doubt. I'm coming from a place of total trust, and I'm coming from a place of really sitting into my I am presence. So, number one, please, if you want to be happy, lose your need to control. It really doesn't advance us, it holds us back. Number two is stop beating yourself up as well. How many times do we replay a certain conversation? How many times do we replay a certain incident that's happened? Or that we've made a decision that in hindsight wasn't perhaps leading us into or onto our right pathway. And we tend to have that monkey brain, that left brain, the logical brain that we're trying to really, really tame. So if you can stop beating yourself up, if you've made a decision, it was because in that now moment, that was the right decision for you to make. It might not have been the outcome you'd expected, but actually that teaches you your lesson. That teaches you about yourself and about the relationships you're in. So don't procrastinate. Don't go over it time and time again in your mind. Simply just let it go because we can't change the past. We can only face onward to the future. So please do not waste any more time beating yourself up. It's so exhausting and it makes us really sad and it stops us having our best life and our best life. Next, out of the top 5 tips to make you happy, stop listening to others. Goodness me, how many times, I'm putting my hand up here, do we get influenced by others' opinions? We come into this lifetime on our own and we exit on our own. Our life experiences are our own, as is everybody else's. So when people come in with, and we've all got people that we know who do it, telling you what you should do or how you should think, and we pay attention to it, it stops us from being able to work out what is right for us because only we know. So stop listening to others because sometimes others do not have your best interests in heart. So if that's how it feels, acknowledge it with gratitude, but don't take it on board. If you are surrounded with people who only want the very best for you, who only encourage you to be the very best, then absolutely listen to those people. But 9 times out of 10, we do surround ourselves when we come into our awakening with people who mirror what we're trying to explain to ourselves, what we're trying to explain in life, and we're trying to learn. So just let it go. Do not listen to anybody else. Follow your own North Star, and then you are only responsible for yourself and for your journey. Stop believing you're not good enough. Goodness, that's a program many of us have had from very, very early in our lifetime. When we believe we are not good enough, we don't expand. We don't allow ourselves to be worthy. And when we're unworthy, we keep ourselves small. And when we keep ourselves small, then we don't explore avenues and possibilities. We don't allow ourselves to grow creatively. We don't allow ourselves to expand. And the more we expand, we allow more light to come forward. We don't have opportunities coming to us because we're manifesting from a point and a position of lack. So please don't keep yourself small. Don't believe you're not good enough. Start believing that you are exactly where you need to be. You can do anything you want to do. And when you have that attitude, honestly, not only do people who have a similar attitude, not only do they come into your life because they're drawn to you, you open up the energies of higher manifestation and performance. So please just see yourself, even if you allow it just for a couple of days, to focus on how amazing you are, what your talents are, even if you don't think you can see them. You are free to achieve whatever you want to do. So I ask you to stop keeping yourself small, stop believing that you're not worthy, and reach for the stars, because what's the worst thing that can happen? You might even catch the moon. You might catch another star. Just reach for the stars, because when you hold yourself back, you can't reach for anything. And the last of my tips to make you happy is just give gratitude. Sometimes we don't see what we have. Sometimes we don't see how many possibilities there are for us and how lucky we are in our life. So give gratitude for all the things that you feel humbled by, all the things that allow you to be who you are. And it's so easy. We just simply look at what we have and realize, do you know what? We're in a great place at this time. So when we change our thought process, when we change our ability to switch over into the light and not into the shadow sides, because we've probably spent enough time working out what we're not, let's focus on what we are. You are creative. You are a light being. You are here to be happy, to expand. Yes, we're experiencing, but only when we just stay in one place and we don't see the possibilities, then we don't grow. And this life is about growing, and everything around us wants us to be the best we can be. So I ask you, please, to point your North Star, take the 5 tips, work on them, change your energy, come up your timelines, and manifest to you that which you deserve, because you absolutely are a shining light. So, as always, with love, grace, and honour, I thank you. And if you want to leave me any comments, please do so. I'll always respond to them. So, with lots of love, go and be your best self. 5 easy tips. It will make you happy. Bye bye.